My name is JC and I am one of the research product managers at AD Instruments. After I finished high school, biomedical engineering was something that stood out for me. And I did that for 5 years. It was a concurrent degree, so I was doing the Bachelor's of Electrical Engineering with a Master's of Biomedical Engineering. My grandmother suffers from hypertension, so I really wanted to know what are the things behind that whole heart blood circulation system. And so I did a PhD investigating into different models of cardiovascular diseases. So what I actually did was I had to isolate single adult cardiomyocytes, so heart muscle cells. And then I would stimulate those heart muscle cells and to see how they were contracting. Because when you see a whole heart contracting, sometimes you can't tease out problems with it because it's all covered by the whole heart contracting. But potentially there could be problems with at the cellular level. So I would tease out those cells and I would look under a microscope. I would stimulate them and look at their contractile properties. After I finished my PhD, I was initially working with AD Instruments. A lab called me back to complete another set because they said they didn't have anyone who was skilled enough to do that. So I said, sure, I don't mind doing that. And we worked out a deal with my manager at that time that I would bring PowerLab and Chart into the experimental study. And at that time, we just released dose response module. And it changed the entire experimental process. From a study that took me from morning until 11 p.m. I would finish the experiments by 5 p.m. So it was much quicker. So previously, before using PowerLab, it was using a paper chart recorder. And I used just to wait for that paper chart recorder to just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It was so slow. The sampling was really slow and it took a long time. And because it's a paper strip recorder, I would have to take a whole roll of that strip and then calculate the area under the curve by counting the squares. And it was a long analysis process and it took me hours. And with the dose response module, I remember I finished all the analysis within half an hour. So it completely changed the whole process. That has, I guess, helped make me really believe in our products. I really know that our products are designed to make science easier and they do change lives, I guess, when used in the way they're intended to be used.